boys and girls, and welcome to Chord and Guitar. Green Day here, Father to a Son. A beautiful song there actually, and we still recognize Green Day songs here. They have their specific sound and I love that. So let's take a look at this guitar-friendly song. We have 6 chords here for this one. So let's go over the chords. No need for any capo, so let's go right into the chords. Starting with the D. That is open D, second G, third B, and second E. We have the A C chord is what I call it. It's basically an A, but with a C sharp bass note. All right. So what you do here is to place a short little bar there on the 2nd fret. You bar the last 4 strings from bottom up. So 4 strings on the 2nd fret, and then you need to add the 4th fret on the A. Like that. And then we have the G, and here I'm going to show you 2 different versions of G, the standard G, but also the bar chord G, because I choose to play the bar chord on some parts here of the song. So the G bar chord looks like this, and you place a bar on the 3rd fret over all strings, and then you need to add 5th on A, 5th on D, and 4th on G. The standard G we usually go for is this one, so that is 3rd on E, 2nd on A, open D, open G, 3rd B, and 3rd E. Alright, so the reason for having 2 different versions of G is because the next chord we're going to learn is the G minor. So if you go back to the G bar chord, looks like this. The G minor is just to take away the 4th fret from the G string. Just lift it off and get that barred instead on the 3rd frets from the bar finger. So this is the G minor. So instead of going from this G to this G minor, you just go from this G to this G minor. All right, so at that part in the verse where we're gonna use this, it's very handy to have the bar chord G as well. So that's the reason. So G, G minor like that. Then we have the A. That is open A, 2nd D, 2nd G, 2nd B, and open E. And the final chord is C. So that is 3rd on A, 2nd on D, open G, 1st B, and open E. Alright, so we're gonna first learn the strumming pattern. We can do that with a G. So if you grab the G, or actually we can do it with the D, since that is the 1st chord. We do it like we usually do. D is the 1st chord, let's go for the D. So the first parts will be down, down, up, down. Okay, so down, down, up, down. That's part 1. And then you continue with part 2, which is down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So that is down, up, down, down, up, down, up. And if you combine these 2 parts, it will be down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Pretty long one, but that's how it's done, and a little bit faster with some rounds there to get the feeling for the rhythm. Sounds like this. Alright, so we're ready for the song here. Starting with the verse play, you're gonna have D, 1 full string around. That means both part 1 and part 2. And then A C chord, 1 full. Then you're gonna go from G, part 1, and now we're gonna have this G bar chord very handy. So part 1 on G, then G minor, part 2, just lift that off. And then you end with D, 1 full string round. So it both ends and starts and ends with 1 full round of D. Let's go for 2 rounds since that is the verse play. So D, 1 full, A, C, 1 full, G, part 1, G minor part 2, and D 1 full, and then you start a new round like this. And that's the first verse. Over to the first chorus. You're going to continue the same principles here with the strumming, just different chords. You have now the A, 1 full round, then G, and now I actually go for the basic G here, the standard G we go for. You're going to play that part 1 only, and then D part 2. You're going to play this chord progression to start with for 2 rounds. That's not the full chorus, just 2 rounds of that first. So A 1 full, G part 1, D part 2, like this. You continue now with G, you play 2 downs, just like that. Then A, 2 downs. And then D, 2 faster downs, and 1 down on G with a big pause. And that's the ending of the chorus. So you kind of play like G, A, D, D, G, and pause. Only for this 1 round, and that ends the chorus. So to summarize the chorus here, we had A, 1 full string around, G part 1, D part 2. You played that part for 2 rounds, and then you're gonna play this last part we played, G, down, down, A, D, D, and G, and pause. And that ends the chorus. All right, so after that, you go back to play the second verse, played in the same way for these 2 rounds of that chord progression, and the same goes with the second chorus, exactly the same as this first chorus we just learned. Then we have an instrumental part. It comes after this second chorus, and that is another round of the verse play. So the verse play is the instrumental parts, and yeah, we have the post-chorus parts left there, and they're played after the second chorus. So you're gonna play the instrumental parts, and then comes this post-chorus part here. You're gonna play the same principles here with the strumming here. D, 1 full round, C, 1 full round, then G part 1 and G minor part 2. That is what you're gonna play for 3 rounds. So that is 1 round. You play that for 3 rounds, and then you're gonna go after the second chorus, and you play the instrumental part, and now this post-chorus part. You're gonna go back to play the third chorus, okay, played in the same way as the previous choruses, and then after that third chorus, you go back and play again this post-chorus part, and that is the last thing you're gonna do. Play it in the same way as you did right now. D1, C1, G part 1, and G minor part 2. Instead of playing 3 rounds like you did the first time here, you're now gonna end this with 4 rounds, and that wraps it up for this song here from Green Day called Father to a Son. So very guitar friendly song here, like it usually is from Green Day. So hope you enjoyed it, and feel free to support me here in Growing Guitar. Like this tutorial, subscribe to this channel, and all that good stuff. And I really get motivation from you when I see that you support me here for all this work here. So thank you for all, guys, and yeah, play tuned.